Hello, welcome back. Last time I took a long time to solve this room, even though I thought I had most of the solution. Then explored around a little bit, stumbled into this place with the goblin maze, and got very angry at it because goblins are frustrating. So I played with this a little bit more on my own time, and I think I figured out what I actually need to do for it. I think I had a way to make this work. Like that, yeah, So the first little bit of setup that I did here was right. These moves that I'm doing here, they're very important. This is a very poor room for video, because it pretty much involves stumbling around a whole lot until I find a very specific part of the level geometry and goblin movement pattern that lets me do what I want with him. So I found those things. Let's see, you go down there, and then in here. So yeah, first little bit of my approach here. Made sense. Goblin goes here. I get him around to here. This is what all this room geometry is for. Once I'm over here, he goes in that spot that's special made for him, and then I get him out. So I wasn't even sure if that was the right approach when I was doing this before, but I finally figured out, let's see, which way do I want to go? I want to go... Goblin goes around in front of me this way, I think. Yeah, that's what I decided. So I'm using a slightly different recording setup than I usually do for these videos, which actually lets me play DROD in 60 FPS during recording. Just due to the way my setup worked before, it always had to be 30. It's kind of pointless to upload a game like this in 60, but I'm going to do it just for this video, just because it's kind of funny. Alright, so this spot right here is kind of special. I played with a whole bunch of different parts of room geometry. I figured out I could stall the goblin here. Like if Beethro's here with his sword southwest and then moves north, goblin stays there for a little while. But he gets around that when I get about, I don't know, here or so. So I gain a little bit of a lead on him, but it's not enough to actually get around this corner and chase him around out there. But I found another way to do it. So somehow... Okay, I guess this is actually the magic spot here. I didn't need him all the way up there. Let's see if I can do that in this direction. Right, so if Goblin's here, I do this. Yeah, I can trap him on the other side of that. So I gain just a little bit of ground on him. And that's just enough to hang him up on that corner. Because, like, the spot where he'd go around is there. Just because of the weird way goblins measure distance. So with him there, I think Beethro can go in here and guide him around as necessary to get all the way in here after hitting the orb. Because there's absolutely no place inside here to stash away a goblin where he's not going to get himself into trouble on a force arrow. Unless you leave him outside instead. So this should let me clear the room, I think. Yeah. You, go back in where you just were. Let's see, how do I need to do this? There we go. Alright, room clear. Tenfrey had no additional comments. He listened to Beethro and he said to shut up, finally. Oh cool, 24th place. Wubba can actually come out, great. Right, I had to exit there to get the Wubba to move north so he would actually get out of there. Okay, so I can explore more of this level. If I were a secret, would I be around here? This is not itself a secret room. Okay, whole bunch of goblins and serpents. Some sort of roach. Okay, so... Hit that orb. Don't let roach go there. Or if you do... Oh boy, all at once. Yeah, I figured this wouldn't be nice enough to let me pull out just one at a time. Alright, so what else haven't I seen? You know, it's funny. When I heard that this hold had only 6 levels, only 6 levels, I didn't realize each one would be like 5 to 7 hours of gameplay. This is, what, the 40th video in this series? Journey to Hold and City Beneath were both only 50-ish, I think. So this could end up being as long as both of those.
There's no easy way to kill the serpents at the path's end. Maybe those goblins could be useful. But the hard part is getting them through a roach-filled chamber.
Yeah, teach me how to do that part instead of the obvious stuff.
Yeah, what kind of teaching would that be?
Those two actually had some meaningful dialogue. Alright. Do I feel like doing this room? What does it involve? Getting them through a roach-filled chamber, so I can pull out a goblin at a time here. And then what? So why can't I... Oh, I see. Okay. So I have to go... Oh, wait. Okay. Have to put the goblin ahead of me. What does that? Okay, so Beethro does that. To toggle those. I pick up a second goblin there. Oh boy. So yeah, this is push 2 goblins ahead of you, all the way through a room filled with lots of things that want to kill you, in addition to the goblins. Alright, that sounds kind of fun. Is this all the rooms that I currently have access to? I believe so. So that's an exit to this one. Alright, so it looks like that's the shape I'm looking at. For some reason, I feel like if I were a secret, I would be right here. I see no That could lead to one. I can't click on stuff without actually being in the room, so I don't know if that leads there or not. That is, like, a super suspicious-looking thing. But, see, it's not, though, because I would specifically have to break those to get to all of these rock golems. Alright, I did one goblin puzzle. Let's do another. Let's get frustrated. Okay. Goblin in front of me. Let me start over to give myself as much time as I can.
There's no easy way to kill the serpents at the path's end. Maybe those goblins could be useful. But the hard part is getting them through a roach-filled chamber.
Yeah, teach me how to do that part instead of the obvious stuff.
Yeah, what kind of teaching would that be?
So, I think the best thing to do here might be to hang up a goblin on some roach eggs. Let's see. What's the easiest way to do that? Man, goblins are just the worst. I'm going to move you from here to there. That is not a sequence of moves that's available to me. Like, I need to use roach eggs either as shelter for myself or as a place for the goblin to be able to deal with stuff. I'm alive. That would kill me, though. So if I do this, and then, like... Alright, so let's see. Things I could do with this goblin. Here's an idea. How about that? How about that? Not great. Okay, so that wasn't a good plan. Certainly can't do that. If you just sit there for a little bit, that won't help anything. Other than my survival right here, because I can do that and be in pretty good shape for this. Danfrey does not think teaching me to do the hard part here would be a good idea, so I'm on my own for figuring it out. Alright. So why don't I trap you up here? This looks like a good place for you. If you would stay for a moment. Except you're going to go around, of course. So that's not great. Okay, so what if you're just there and I do this? Then I'm dead. None of these are great places for you. Can't do that, certainly. No. Whatever I do, these roaches are in places where I have to show the goblin my back in order to... Okay, so what if you were in a place like... What if I had you kinda down here? While I deal with this roach queen. This might work and let me survive. If I do it just right. Yeah, I see how I would do it. I need to do it exactly on that turn. Neat. Okay, that's one. Almost. Almost. Let's see. So this lets me turn and get the goblin off me. How do I not die to those roaches then? Do this, maybe? That's encouraging. Okay, I think that works. Almost. Almost. There's a way to make this work, I think. Okay. That's interesting. The goblin's slowing down the roaches now. This won't ever go anywhere good. Okay, so what did I do? I killed this queen like that at such a time that allowed me to do this. That seems good, but I don't know what to do from here. That seems pretty okay, because I can definitely kill those, keep you up there. Let's see. Then what about these? It's not enough time. Interesting. There, I did it. Okay, cool. That part's done. There's similar terrain here as there is there. Can I do the same trick? And what was that trick exactly? Wait, why can't I just... I can get some protection here, actually. Kinda. Let's see. No, none of this quite makes sense. No. Like, I can do that, but there's no place to retreat to. Right, this was good because I could retreat to the north. I can't retreat to the west because there's a wall there. Okay, fine. So if I would do that at such a time as... Well, I can't. You hold there for a moment. Can I do... something? Hey, I figured it out. Cool. Almost. Now how did I... Let's see, I needed to move the goblin to the other side of me like that. Cool. Got it. Okay, now last one. See, this is worse because I don't have any shelter, and I think I might have had to do this Roach Queen first. Maybe. Hard to say. So, if you were there, and I did this right then, then that does not help anything at all. Okay. Yeah, you're in the worst place. Let's try... Goblin up, kinda up there. Is there any way to move you into this space? Seems like he doesn't want to go there. If I do that, you go there. If I do all this, that doesn't work. No, that's not helpful. Okay, so you're in that space. Why did I want you there now? I had a reason. I don't think that's ever going to help me. Yeah, no, there's no good way to face here. I need him... How could I possibly get a goblin trapped against roaches for long enough to get in there? If he were here, and I moved from there to there, he'd just go there, right? Let's see. No, I think I could get an extra move on him. Okay, let's try that. So goblin needs to go to a specific place at a specific time while this Roach Queen is alive. But first I just need to survive this wave. And this is a good place to do that. So what I wanted was him right there. Right there. Right there. I was wrong. He does step there when I do that. So that's no good. Not helpful. What else can I do to him? Pretty much nothing. Pretty much nothing. So maybe what I had there was better. Let's see, nothing I can do here helps me kill this queen in isolation. There's just no terrain that lets me do what I want to do. Definitely have to have him in front of me. I can't stash him out there because the trapdoor drops as soon as I go over it. Roaches will move after the goblin because they're laid by a roach queen, so they get the latest turn order of any monster in the room. Oh boy. Goblins do not make for a fun time, usually. So what I need to figure out is how to kill this queen. Got this one, don't understand this one. Like, it really seems like I'm supposed to somehow stall him using roach eggs. But all the ways I've tried to do that have failed. Hey, wait. That way worked for a turn. But see, I don't know how I could turn that into a kill for this queen. Because I just have major survivor problems there. So that stalls him for one turn. Okay. So... what else? Not helpful. None of that is helpful. Alright, so let me kill this queen first. How did I do that? I don't know. Could I move him? Let's see. If my sword is like this, he goes there, but no, there's no way I can ever make that happen. Yeah, no way to make that work. If I were here, and there were a roach egg there, well, let's see what happens. He's going to do that dance with me forever. Okay. Alright, so not that. What if I had... Well, no, a roach is not going to be any less aggressive than a goblin. In fact, quite the opposite. So I was thinking I could have like a line of roaches here with goblins stalled up there, but that doesn't help me because roaches will just kill me even more aggressively than the goblin. So I need to use those two against each other somehow. How? I don't know. Also, I don't really know how I killed this queen. Like, once I'm done with this room, I still have more stuff to do in there. That fills up with roaches. Oh, goblins are the worst. Like, I have a consistent pattern for this, at least. When the goblin's not ruining it, because the roaches were blocking his way. Sure, okay, sure. Now, how did I do this? That's the question. Did I park him there and then, like, do something with this? No, that doesn't work. So surviving that involved... Okay, let's see. I think I had him on this side of me. And I did something like... like this? That doesn't work. It comes kind of close to working, though. Let's see here. If this queen were already dead, I could make that work against this wall. I think. But see, like, nothing I'm doing here helps me kill this queen. That's the one I need to figure out. I've managed to kill both of these. This is the one I need to figure out. If it involves these somehow, I don't know how. Here, definitely on a southeast force arrow. Like, what could it be? Do I face south, or do I face east? Either one of those leads to death. I think I have an idea. Right, so if this queen were dead, this one lays some eggs. Roaches are coming down this way. At just the right time, I'm moving this way, goblin is blocked by a roach somehow, then I use a backswipe to survive. See, well, I need to observe something. Show me how these move when I'm standing here. Not in a way that makes them backswipeable. No, I would die from that. Okay, so not that. Alright, so back to this. Let me try this one more time just in case I've missed something about it. I go here, I do this, he does that. I can move him into this corner with some effort, but it doesn't really help me. You're kind of too far away from either of those for them to help me in any way, right? How could they? once more. This is one of those situations where it would really help if I could remember the set of moves that I made to make a thing happen the first time. Which queen did I kill first? It was... okay, right. I remember this bit of room geometry was important because I moved you over to a place like this, and then I did that, and somehow that helped me. But this time it did not. So if I do that a little quicker... I could place you here. And do that, and then you'll kill me all the same. So I'm not helped by that. I can place you here, and do something like... that's not going to work. None of this works. I hate goblins. I hate goblins. They're just terrible. Alright, well, here's what I'm going to do. Since I killed these two queens once, and I'm failing to remember the exact way that I did it, I'm going to stop, edit the video, see how I did it, write down those moves, and maybe I'll figure out what to do for this queen, because I want to avoid this becoming another play around with a goblin forever and just get angry about it. So, goblins are one of the most frustrating elements in this game. I thought wraithwings were bad, but these are kind of worse. At least in the way that they're being used in puzzles here. Alright, I'll see you next time for some possible solution to this, maybe, I hope. See, like, this is only just the very first part of the room. I still will have this to figure out, but maybe the basis of knowledge that I get here will help me with this. Alright, I'll see you later.